Hello friends, welcome to next lecture in kinematics of machines. So in today's lecture we'll be seeing the expression for length of path of contact. So in this lecture we'll be seeing the steps involved in deriving the equation or the expression to obtain the length of path of contact. So we have already seen what is the path of contact. So for that path of contact we have certain length. So when two gears are meshed together, if we know the dimensions of the gears, we can just substitute these values in the equation to determine the length of the path of contact. So let us see what are those steps involved in determining the length of path of contact. So please stay tuned with this video lecture. So before we begin with this lecture, I request you to please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not yet subscribed. Please like our Facebook page, Mechanical Engineering Tutorials. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. The links are in the description below. So friends, let's begin with the video lecture. So we have already seen what is this path of contact. So the definition of path of contact is that it is the locus of the point of contact of the two mating gears. So in this case it is of the pinion A and the gear B from the beginning of the engagement, that is from this point C, beginning of the engagement, to the end of the engagement, that is at point F. So this distance is called as the path of contact. So here in this case we have the path of contact, that is from the beginning of the engagement at point C to the end of the engagement at point D. So here we have the line of action. So line of action is nothing but it is the line joining the tangents of the common tangents for the base circle of pinion and gear. So on this line of action, so from point C to point D, we have the locus of the point, that is the path of this point traverse along this line of action. But at point C, the engagement of the teeth occurs, and at point D, the disengagement of the teeth occurs. So it is the locus of the point of contact of two mating gears from the beginning of the engagement to the end of the engagement. We call it as the path of contact. So now for this arrangement, we will determine what is this length CD, that is from C to D. So that length or the equation to determine that length is known as the equation or the length of path of contact. So let us see from this particular diagram. So here we have two gears A and B. So A being the pinion and B being the gear be in contact, so as shown in this figure, and they have the centers A and B respectively. So gear A is the driver gear. So that is, this gear is connected to the power source and it is the driver gear and it is rotating in clockwise direction. So gear B will be the driven gear because gear A is the driver gear and this rotates in counterclockwise direction. Now EF, the line EF is their common tangent to the base circles of gear A and B. So the contact of two teeth is made where the addendum circle of gear B meets the line of action EF. That is, this is the addendum circle of gear B, that is the outermost circle, we call it as the addendum circle. So this addendum circle meets at this line of action at point C. From here we have the engagement of teeth happening. And the contact of two teeth is broken where the addendum circle of pinion A meets the line of action at point D. So this is the outermost circle or the addendum circle of this pinion A, and that meets the line of action at D, and here the contact of the gear is broken. So we have the path of contact CD. So let us denote some variables here. So we have capital R, the pitch circle radius of the gear, and small r, the pitch circle radius of the pinion, that is from point A to point P is small r and from point B to point P is capital R. We have RA, the addendum radius of gear B. Capital RA is the addendum radius of gear B and small ra is the addendum radius of pinion A. So we have the equation for path of contact as it is the sum of path of approach, that is from C to P, and the path of recess from P to D. Therefore, we can write path of contact will be equal to path of approach plus path of recess. So here CD will be equal to CP plus PD. So here with respect to this figure, we can see the path of contact is path of approach plus path of recess, that is CD will be equal to CP plus PD, that is CP plus PD. So this CP can be written as F2C, that is this length FC minus F2P. So this length minus this length, we get CP, that is FC minus FP. Similarly, this PD can be written as ED minus EP. So here we have EP. So ED minus EP will be getting PD. So you can just refer to this diagram over here. We have the points, and based on these points, this equation is written. That is CP is FC minus FP and PD or DP is ED minus EP. So this is the equation done. Now we have two similar triangles formed over here. So let us see that in the separate diagram. So here we have EF as the line of action, and the two triangles are formed, that is AED, and we have EFC. So these two triangles are similar triangles. So we have denoted the same notation. So capital R is the pitch circle radius of gear B, small r is the pitch circle radius of gear A, RA is the addendum circle radius of gear B, and small ra is the addendum circle radius of gear A. Now we'll apply the trigonometric ratio over here. So this is the angle phi for this triangle, and this is the angle phi for this triangle here. So now this side will be r cos phi, because this will be adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So in this case, we'll take this small right angle triangle, that is BFP. So from BFP, this is r cos phi, and in BFP, FP will be r sin phi. So similarly, we have the triangle AEP, that is AE will be r cos phi and EP will be r sin phi, in this case small r. So for smaller right triangle, we have the small r as the denoting variable here, and for the capital R is used for the larger right triangle in this case. So this is just the way to remember these similar triangles. So now we'll take this expression. So we have taken the CD is equal to FC minus FP plus ED minus EP. Now here FC will be given by this expression, FP is by this expression, ED is given by this expression, and EP is given by this expression. Now how these expressions are obtained? We have seen that FP is equal to r sin phi and EP is equal to small r sin phi. But how we have got FC as root of RA square minus r square cos phi and ED as root of small RA square minus small r square cos square phi. So let us see this equations. So let us focus on triangle BFC. Now BFC, this green triangle. So let us focus here. So we have BC square is equal to BF square plus FC square. So upon simplifying, this is from the Pythagoras theorem. So upon simplifying this, we get FC is equal to root of RA square minus r square cos square phi. Similarly, when we take the second right triangle AED, that is AED over here. So we have AD square is equal to AE square plus DE square. So that is AD square is equal to AE square plus DE square or ED square. So this is small RA square. So we substitute these values. ED square remains as it is. We take it to the other side and simplify. We get ED is equal to root of RA square minus r square cos square phi. Now these values we shall substitute in the expression for CD. So these values are substituted in the expression for CD and we simplify it and we get CD is equal to root of RA square minus R square cos square phi plus root of small RA square minus small R square cos square phi minus capital R plus small r into sin phi. Now if we know the length RA, that is addendum circle radius of gear and addendum circle radius of the pinion, also if we know pitch circle of the gear and pitch circle of the pinion in this case, and if you know the angle phi, we can determine the length of the path of contact CD. So this expression what we have got here is the equation or expression for determining the length of path of contact. So the path of approach can be found if the dimensions of the driven wheel are known, and similarly if the dimensions of the driving wheel is known, the path of recess can be determined. So this is the equation for the length of path of contact. So friends, if you have understood this explanation of the derivation and how and what are the steps involved in deriving this expression, please like and share this video with your friends. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Please follow us on Twitter and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thank you very much, friends.